Yo, what's up there guys, it's Immersive Gamer 83 and thank you very much for stopping by. I'm back in the BMW, trusty BMW in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are going all the way from Amsterdam to Oslo. I've already punched the digits in on the Sat Nav and I'm ready to go. So I'm not too sure, looks like it's night time, it potentially could be early morning, but we're going to start the engine and we're going to get things going. Okay, so it's all in on the Sat Nav. Sat Nav's working well. Alrighty then, let's have a little look. We'll go around here. This is well good, man. Come on. There we go. So we've got full manual gears here. We've got a clutch, you know, we've got H-gate shifting. We've got indicators. It's mint. I'm not doing any missions, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay, so we'll have a little look left and right. This is so beautiful. It reminds me of like Test Drive Unlimited 2. And for that, this game just feels so good. So if you're interested in finding out how to do this stuff, I'm happy to make a tutorial, but it's very simple. And really all I've done is added a money cheat, so I don't have to worry about buying cars and shit, and you know, just literally installed a couple of car mods. It's got native support for VR. It's really good fun. So I'm not too worried about speeding tickets and stuff like that, but I am worried about vehicle maintenance. I don't want to rag it too hard so the actual car just dies. You know, that's not what I want to happen, but it's awesome. Another thing as well, which I found out, which is pretty awesome, there's a mod that's come out, and it's called Russia Map, and basically it adds the whole fucking of Russia into Euro Truck as well. And I'm not too sure whether you can attach it on the side of Europe or whether it is a completely different experience. I've read conflicting information. I will get to the bottom of it, but if we can double the landmass from a mod, then I'm all for that, you know, guys. This is so awesome. Really do get the sensation that you are inside a vehicle, and I can't believe that VR is so good, you know. Even with my DK2, it gives me so much, you know, and I'm so excited for CV1. I love it. I really, really love it. As I said on one of my last videos, the speedometer is not working, which is fine. And I did have a Vauxhall Signum, which is very much like that back in the day. I mentioned that on the last video as well. I do miss that car. That car was, to be honest, it was fantastic. It was cheap as chips, and when we got it, it had already done 130,000 miles. It was a 55 plate, so it was 2005, the second half of 2005, and it was awesome. It was basically a posh Vectra, if that's possible. So you know, it had built-in Sat Nav, it was front wheel drive, it was 1.9 diesel turbo, it was actually quite quick, and it was an upgrade from what I previously had. I think I was upgrading from like my first car was a Peugeot 207. It was blue 1.4 injection, and I literally stacked that. I stacked it on the way to work back in 2013. Yeah, so I've not been driving cars that long. It may be even, no, I think it was, yeah, 2013 was the crash. I passed my test in 2008. So not been driving that long in comparison. Reason for that is I was into motorbikes previously, and I was more of like a, you know, I was more, just to be honest, I used to just love motorbikes, no traffic, just, you know, going through. I didn't really do crazy shit and lot of stunts and that, but I just used to love the freedom of a motorbike. It's such an awesome feeling of having the wind in your face, and just really awesome. But they are a bit dangerous. You get knobheads on the road, so you have to be very vigilant and not take any chances if you want to make it home in one piece. So yeah, going back to the old 207, it was a nice little car, you know. It was a bit of a hairdresser looking car. You know, it didn't really suit me, but for the money we had at the time, it was awesome. It was a 2007 plate, So I think it was about 3 years old, maybe 3.5 years old. So it was just out of MOT warranty sort of thing. But it was a good little car, and it got us through the winters and that. But yeah, I was on the way to work. There was a really windy road. It's all sort of like back roads, 60-mile-an-hour limit, windy through this farmlands and shit going on. And it was on the way to work. Would have been about 5:15 in the morning. Just went round this, you know, I knew the roads quite well, so I was going a little bit quick. But I went round this corner and there was a fucking stag, like a full massive bloke deer, like a man deer, you know, big stag horns and that. And I don't know how I missed him. I really do not know how I missed him, but oh shit. Do not know how I missed him, but fucking hell. It was more reaction than anything. I didn't even think about it. I didn't have time to think. He was just in the road. I moved out of the way, just somehow avoided him, and then started snaking at the road. It was wet, and before I know it, I'm fucking going into a ditch, like, you know, like a drainage ditch, and I was going about 65 miles an hour. So for literally a split second, I was like, you know what, I'm fucking gonna die. I'm not too sure which way I'm going here. I might have gone the wrong way. But yeah, I was literally braced for impact, and I thought I was gonna die. I fucking literally, you know, I didn't have that much time to think about it all, but I just braced for impact, and I thought, there's so much I haven't done. And yeah, luckily I didn't hit anything to stop me. So literally, I did some cartwheels in a ditch, and I quite badly bruised my shoulder, like going, you know, where the belt was, to be honest. Really badly bruised it. Car was fucked up badly, and I'm sure I've got some pictures of it somewhere. But yeah, the actual cab held together quite well, to be honest. So quite lucky in that regard. You know, I walked away from it. It was fucking freezing though. It was like December the 13th, I think it was, because it was the day after the Christmas party. Luckily I didn't drink, you know. I didn't go to the party, didn't really drink or anything, so it was quite lucky. And you know, of course, when the police turned up, you know, I had to ring them, and I was like, look, you know, I fucking stopped my car. I didn't even know which way I was facing anymore, because I did that many fucking cartwheels. And after that, like, he turned up and he was like, oh yeah, and he fucking, because it was near the festive time, you know, period, and I don't know whether that was the reason, but I had to do a breathalyzer test, and it was luck that I didn't go to the party the night before, because I'd have probably been over, you know. So showed up 0-0, and he was alright with me after that. He offered to take me home, stuck around with me until like till the flatbed came and picked up the car. And yeah, all in all, fucking very lucky to get out of that one. I think that is kind of the reason behind me having a bad back now. You know, I do suffer with having bad back every now and again, especially in the cold weather. And I think that crash was probably something to do with it, thinking about it. But there you go. So yeah, moving back on to the old Vauxhall Signum. It's a lovely car, absolutely amazing car. Started every you know, had it for 3 winters, and it never let me down once. It was, engine wise, it was strong, you know. It was just a runner, and you knew it was just going to carry on going no matter what. I've gone to work in like literally half a foot of snow, and like there's fucking cars beached everywhere, you know. But it was more of a tank, man, you know. It tanked, and it was just, you know, crept to work, and that took me ages to get there. But I was like, you know, driving past, there were Subarus in the ditches that had been, you know, trying to go too aggressive and stuff. Of course, hundreds of BMWs fucking pulled over to the side of the road where it was just too bad to drive, to be honest. And every single day though, I'll go on them back roads, and when I'm going to work, it's an hour drive, an hour there, hour back. I quite like the drive though. It's quite nice to wind down, you know, like after, because sometimes work can be fucking crazy. You know, I don't really want to go into work, and but after a savage day in the office, like, you know, the drive home can be quite nice to wind down, to be fair. Do really enjoy the drive home. And I suppose that's half the reason in buying quite, you know, a car that you like. Oh, don't pull over, you fucker. I thought he was going to come over. yeah, so if you do drive a long way, it's always worth putting a little bit more down when you get a car, just to get a car that you actually do like driving. It makes the journey a lot less shit, you know. Saying that though, you know, if you can just, you can get what you can afford, really, can't you? But to be honest, if you've got a couple of £1,000, or even you can get a decent car for £1,000. Get a fucking good car for £1,000, to be honest, if you know where to look. I think the thing is, like, I'm quite happy with my car, but that thing is, I'm getting on to be an old man these days. I'm 33 in May. Can't believe I'm 33. I don't feel 33. I fucking don't feel 33. But yeah, I suppose that, you know, that's the only reason. The older you get, the more nice things you can have. And you'll get to a point in your life where your priorities will change. So, you know, when I was a kid growing up, I didn't really give a fuck. I didn't really give a fuck about work. I didn't really give a fuck about anything, you know. I was living at home, me, my brother, and my old dear. That was all that was living in the house. And you know, we went to work when we needed to, and we had so much time off. My brother was more of a worker than me, though, to be fair. But me and my mate Jay, we just used to have jokes, man. We used to have jokes, and he would literally come with me. We'd go working on the agencies. I've done anything you can think of, you know, like working on the agencies. I've worked in fucking pepper factories, you know, bagging up pepper, sealing it off. I've worked in a Coca-Cola factory for a cleaning company. So I was on like a skateboard thing, like cleaning out the vats, sliding underneath with a pressure washer. And do you know what the best thing to clean Coca-Cola off is? Do you know what the best thing to clean Coca-Cola off is? Actually Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a fucking really good cleaning product. It cleans anything. So when you're drinking that Coke, it's really bad. It's really bad for you, but it tastes good. But just be mindful and have it in moderation. What else have I done? I worked in a fucking rubber factory. that sent me deaf, you know, like for about 6 months. People were talking to me and that going like, Wayne, and I'm like, I just didn't hear them. They're like, Wayne, I'm like, what? Can you not hear us? I was like, no, I can't hear. I had a constant ringing. I think they call it tinnitus. But yeah, I had a constant ringing in my ears, and there was no health and safety in that place whatsoever. All of the machines, like really savage machines, you know, like you put your fingers in there, it'll fucking pull you through, drag you through to the other side, and that. No safety guards on it. It was fucking ghetto. It was funny though. It was funny, and they used to let you take breaks when you wanted. Another place I worked at, I'm not going to say the name of it, but I was working in a warehouse environment, and I was working for, one of my mates was the manager, and we used to fucking graft for him though, you know. We used to work really hard, and if we smashed out the day's jobs, you know, we had a big list, and as soon as we got through the list, he used to just let us do what we wanted, within reason. So we used to like play football. We used to like, you know, get everyone together and just literally play football. It was awesome. But you know, we had to make sure that all the day's jobs were done before we could do anything, you know. But literally, like, you have about half a day playing footy. If you really worked hard for the rest of that day, you could just play footy and that, you know, have loads of smoking breaks. We used to have roll-ups and that. But yeah, it was awesome. I used to love that. Only problem was the wages were a bit shit, you know. I think the thing that made me change my priorities regarding work was, the thing that made me change my priorities regarding work was literally having kids. You know, that was the point where I thought, you know what, I've got to get my head down now, and I did, and I tried really hard, you know, and I think half of it is just fucking turning up. When you've got something to pay for and you're just kind of tied down, you don't have them sick days. You don't ring in going, you know what, I don't feel very well today. You're just blagging a sickie and that, going down the park with your boys and that. It's not worth it, man. But you know, experience and time, and before you know it, there'll be a point in your life where you think, you know what, I think you just get your head screwed on, you know. And there's a saying, and I don't know if it's bullshit, but it kind of was true for me, and I don't know if it rings true for you either. But like, they say that youth is wasted on the young. you know. And I didn't at the time, you know. I heard it at the time, and I thought, fuck off, old man. Do you know what I mean? Like that. But actually, you know what? It kind of is. And I ended up saying, I never thought I'd say it, but oh, I wish I tried harder at school. I wonder how many of you have said that. I wish I tried harder at school, eh? But you know what? I fucking do wish I tried harder at school. I don't suppose it would have mattered in the end, but you'd always be able to get to where you want to go. But if you do certain things, it'll just get you there quicker, you know? So with regards to like education, with regards to like work and that, you can always get to where you want to go. But if you haven't got all the qualifications and that, I need to be off there. Oh, I missed the exit. What a bastard. Too busy chatting shit. Bollocks. Yeah, I need to be going up there. Oh well, next exit will do. Shit. Yeah, so as I was saying, like, it just you will be able to get to, if you've got, you know, if you're in a company and you want to do well, even if you didn't do well at school, you'll still be able to get there, you know. It just means that it's just going to take a little bit more hard work. That's all, you know. Like, these graduates fly through companies and that, but if you just turn up every day and fucking try your best and, you know, show them, you know what I mean, just show them that you're willing to learn and do new things. Ask them if there's new stuff going on, just to ask them, man. Tell them you want to be involved in that. Tell them that you want to do it. If there's overtime going, don't just think, oh fuck this, I'm going out the door. You know what? Just say yes, even if you don't really need the money in that. Yeah, just if you've got nothing planned and you've got nothing to do, just say yes, because they'll remember that, and they'll be like, oh yeah, he's the one that turns up every day. He's the one that fucking does overtime when it's offered and that. He's the one that helps out the business. He's the one that's fucking good to employ. And it's true, man. It's true. And when you're young, you don't realise that, or maybe you do, but you just don't care. I don't really know. So yeah, you know, I didn't do that great at school. I did okay. I went back to school though when I was 19, and I really enjoyed like health and fitness, you know, physiology, so that sort of thing, anatomy, that sort of thing. I was alright at it. To be honest, I chose it at upper school because it was like half the time you could play football. That was probably the reason why I chose PE at school. But I ended up going back to college, did an anatomy and physiology, myology, like study of muscles, and I trained to be like a fitness instructor. And then, you know, I actually sort of really tried that time when I went back when I was 19. I think that when I was at school, we left school when you were like 16. It's too fucking young, man, to make a decision like that, go straight into work. Your mind's not mature enough, man. You think it is. You know what? When I was 16, I thought I was fucking invincible. I thought I was ready for anything. You know, I was confident. To be honest, I was a little savage. I was a little savage when I was 16. I'm not really proud of it, you know, but I think that it should be mandatory. I think it is these days, you know, to stay in school till you're like 18. I think 18 is a good age to be in the right sort of frame of mind. And I know there's the argument of stuff like, oh yeah, you know, you're old enough to be a parent at 16. Even that, I think, is like, woo, being a fucking parent at 16. I mean, I know people do it, and people have done it well, and, you know, have lived, you know, they've not regretted anything, but you're still a kid, man. And like kids raising kids is difficult, you know. Like, I just think that if at that age you've got your whole life ahead of you, I mean, yeah, if you get that stuff out of the way early, then maybe you can go back in later life and live the dream and live your childhood again once you're a bit older and that. And some people do that, which is fair enough. But, you know, I don't want to preach to people. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know. It's none of my business. But it's just my opinions, you know, just as I'm thinking along, driving in my BM. If there's anything that you guys want to ask me, you know, like if there's any, you know, I'm not saying I'm a fucking the go-to person or anything, but if there's anything you're interested about, feel free to ask me. Feel free to put a comment down in there. I'll be always willing to respond to comments, guys. And if there is any that I've not responded to, or if there's any that I've ever missed, it's not deliberate. You know, I do I'm still trying my best to get back to every single comment, and at the moment I'm still able to keep up. So it is getting a bit more difficult, but I like it, you know. I don't really get a chance to talk to a lot of people about VR. All my mates are interested in like fucking football and pub, you know, going out playing Sunday League and that, and I did all that stuff years ago. You know, I do like football, but I think that the big broadcasting companies killed the dream, you know. So fucking when we were a kid, we couldn't afford Sky TV. We couldn't afford Sky. All the football was on Sky. And then once my brother was into work when he was 16, I was like sort of 11th year upper school. We had Sky, but then you know what? they as soon as we got Sky, they were like, oh yeah, now you need Sky Sports. And then we got Sky Sports, but then they took football off and put it on Satanta, and then fucking ESPN, all this bullshit, yeah. Like, it's just football is such a fucking rip-off these days, man. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're watching the big clubs. It's a great sport. It's a passionate game. It's a game of skill. I love watching it. I love playing it. But there's just so much fucking bullshit associated with it, in my opinion. And you know, if you're a football follower and you put your heart and soul into following a club, fair play to you, man. At least you got something to look forward to, you know, at the weekends and that. That's what it's all about, man. So have a bit, you know, spend your pocket money, spend your spare cash. You got to have something to do, you know, rather than just fucking wasting it on fucking getting smashed out your face and not remembering a thing, you know. So those people that take their kids football, awesome. It's a great bonding experience, you know. Those people that do that sort of shit with their family, fair play. I didn't really have that sort of going on, you know, like. Didn't really have a dad around when I was a kid, and I've not had a bad life, and I'm not saying, oh, feel sorry for me, because I don't give a fuck. I haven't had a bad life. I've had a great life, you know. But yeah, man, I don't know. Kind of gone off a bit of a tangent here. Oh, missed the exit. Could have had an accident there, but lucked out. Too busy chatting shit, ain't I? Sorry, guys. Not really focusing on driving, just rolling. I think the sun will be coming up soon. It's one time I was actually tempted to actually record my journey to work, you know, and just start chatting some shit and just talking like this sort of style, but just on the way to work, because I've got an hour to kill. Oh, look at those sunshards. I've got like an hour to kill in the morning on the way into work and on the way back. So you know what, I thought about just fucking vlogging it, you know, just record that shit and just vlog. Would you guys be interested in that? If I just, you know, captured a couple of things on a GoPro and audio on my phone or whatever. Audio mics on phones these days are just as good as the ones you get, you know, on this headset that I'm using now. To be fair, they're pretty good. Oh wow, look at this sunrise. It's looking awesome. I think I can kill my lights now. Wow, you see that? See, I love this game. This game is proper relaxing, man. I feel chilled out as fuck now. Got to go and get the kids in a bit though. Today I've had the day off work. You know, I'm working the weekend and that. But yeah, I had the day off. So all the kids have gone back to school. Mrs. has gone to work. So you know, I had the day off on my own. I've had a few things that I needed to do. Needed to like cook some pulled pork, which is pretty good. I think it's turning out alright. Look at this sun, man. Wow. I had to do the washing, all that bullshit. But, you know, smash that shit as soon as you can. Do all the washing up, make the house all looking nice and that. Enjoy the rest of your day, innit? Get your chores done early, then you can live the dream. This looks so nice. Lovely. I think I'm going to pull over at the next services, guys. Oh, look at it. Wow, man. It's fucking beautiful. fucking boot it a little bit. Don't really want to rag the car though, because if you rag it, the car like you know, it says engine malfunction and shit. The cars like the cars get degraded over time. Tires wear out. Cars need fixing, you know. So it's definitely worth you know, driving smoothly if you're gonna be doing long journeys and that. Some of you guys might be like, why are you driving to Oslo? Do you know what? No reason. The only reason is because I've never done it before. Look at those sun shards, man. If you guys are, you know, interested in seeing any more of these sorts of videos, let me know in the comments, guys. I mean, they're a little bit more work because the Euro truck kind of records upside down, so I've got to put it through Sony Vegas and flip it, because it kind of, yeah, it's recorded upside down, and in order to fix it, you have to flip the vertical. I don't know why it does it. I can't believe how fucking gorgeous that is. I love that, man. That's like fucking porn to me. Thinking there's some nice thumbnails just there. I'm undertaking this full. Oh, you dickhead. You fucking dickhead. Get out of your car, pull over, get out. No, mate, joking. Fucking road rage, man. This is so good. With async as well, there's literally no delay, there's no latency, it's just fucking banging. I'm trying to think, I should have gone down here maybe. Let me in, bastards. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll take this left, I think. Road looking clear, check both ways. I'm undertaking, you fool. No! I thought he was going to cut back in. God, man. You know what I need? I need some virtual hands so I can fucking bring the flap down in front of my eyes. That's what I'll be doing right now. Can't see a fucking thing. Try and peering out the little gap. Block the sun out. Oh, maybe if I keep going higher. No, I can't. It's so bright, isn't it? Yeah, I do really wish I could drop the flap down. That should be a button. Maybe it is. Maybe it's an option. Oh, hang on. We've got to come off here, haven't we? Slow it down. Red light. You know what? I think we've got something going on at the map. What's over there? Might go and check it out, you know. Oh. Friedrichshaven. I'm sure I fucking said that wrong as well. Fuck it, we're gonna turn off here. Gonna go and get some refreshments. What we got down here? Gonna stop off at the services or something. Go and get some food. Yeah, we'll come in here. I'll go and get fixed up. Yeah. Service. Yeah, we'll have a service, please, buddy. Yeah, you can fix all that. Hang on. No, you can do the lot. Fuck me. Fuck. 1,700 quid? Fucking hell. To be fair, BMs are pretty expensive, man. A couple of months ago, I had a big bill. It would have been £2 if I took it to fucking BMW garage. Ended up, geezer did it for 700. It was to do with the rings on the fucking drive shaft, man. They're all corroded. But yeah, there we go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this entertaining, let me know. If you found it shitty and never want to see it again, let me know. You know, because what I do going forward is literally based on your feedback, guys. So you decide where this channel goes. Thank you so much for watching. Still left it in gear, didn't I? Oh, alright guys, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.